We have Elijah Randall.
Hey,
Hi, Elijah.
good to see you.
Elijah is a co-owner of numerous real estate companies, including Fast Track Remodeling, Fast Track Roofing, Turnkey Estimates, and Fast Track Resources Investing Group. So he has helped investors, including us. He's a big partner with us with all of our rehabs and investment deals. He has helped investors with over 1,700 residential remodels and over 900 roofs. Is that up to date, that number?
You know, it's always climbing, right? So
Yeah.
I pulled from toward the end of last year, but so it's a little bit higher than that now.
Yeah. Well, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, great. No, it's been awesome working with you and also working with so many investors. I know there's so many investors in our particular area, but the tight-knit group are those who tend to be doing more of the work and getting, out there analyzing deals. And it's great to be able to develop relationships with them.
Yeah. So, how are you using technology to leveraging technology to improve customers' experience? And I guess to put it in perspective, residential construction, especially the investor-friendly ones, it's not known as a very technological, like a tech gadget type space. It's not. It's
Right.
like hand nails, right? So we are a little different. How are y'all doing it?
Yeah, we are different. I've seen people write, other contractors write their bids on, a legal pad and hand it to their clients with coffee stains on it. And, that's one way to do it. But we've chosen to be a little bit more specific in what we do. We think two things. We think one philosophy on the beginning side, before you have the deal under contract, is quick and close. If you can get quick numbers, close, you can analyze more deals, you can put more offers out there that you'll be batting better on the industry and really putting yourself to have more opportunities. If you spent all the time on every single deal, it would be a full-time job just analyzing deals. So we do suggest quick and close to get it under contract. We use a tool called Turnkey Estimates Pro for that, currently on Apple. But then we have also, after it's under contract, we have a different philosophy. It's all the details. Everything needs to be clear. Expectations need to be clear. So we actually created our own application that's proprietary to be able to do on-site bids for people that are detailed with a general look of all of the particular areas that are going to be done, and then also a specific look, room by room. I know you all have seen it. Many of the investors out there have seen it, but it's our goal to really be detailed so that if it's on that list, everyone knows it's getting done, and it's getting done at that price.
Yeah, that was pretty impactful because the contractor we used before was kind of the legal pad, not literally, but sometimes a Word document, and it was like no organization. It was just, I don't know, 60 lines of stuff with that was very vaguely described, and then
I've seen those.
That's commonplace. But with what y'all do, it's like we get two different itemized breakdown, including labor and material costs with the contractor, with your management fee, and then the bid at the very bottom, so it's very transparent. Have you, I don't know, did you notice anything whenever you brought that out, like night and day difference, or have y'all always done that?
We've always done a semi-version of that, but night and day difference has been when we were really able to push for those on-site bids. That's where the night and day difference came in. You're able to actually dialogue with the investors right around the true heart of the budget. I know, just quickly stating, every investor that I've ever worked with is kind of two people. On the front end, it's the money, it's the budget. How are we going to get this to be close to what we know the deal needs to be? And then after you sort of secure the budget, it's now, how am I going to get this thing sold? What's it really going to be looking like? And so I've noticed that what we do with the details, we're able to merge those two people together a little closer, I think, than some other contractors are able to do with a little bit more vagueness in their bids, because those two realities are real, whether we've been in the industry for years or just starting. And we shift once we spent the money in our mind, and we shift into, now I got to get it sold. So what we try to do is be clear on the things that can help it get sold, and we implement those into a very detailed bid process. And I think that helps the investor to focus on the things they need to focus on, and it helps us be clear about what we're offering.
The app that you created too for the consumer, so you mentioned it's on Apple. And I've had it for a while. That was game changing because, I mean, I know it's in my head. I mean, I can ballpark a rehab, but being able to teach someone else, like a new team member, bring on an acquisition agent or whatever, how to do that, it's not easy.
Right.
And be able to punch that in. Tell me a little bit about that, of how your clients are using it.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, they're able to get out there and answer yes and no questions primarily. They don't have to have a tape measure with them. They just need to know somewhat of the comps, and they need to know the square footage of the home and the zip code. That's pretty much it. What's really been game changing for a lot of folks, especially with the current climate, with COVID and stuff, is that they're able to analyze almost all of the deal online with online pictures and with a few questions to the realtor or the wholesaler, which is that has been game changing for folks, because now before they spend their time to actually see the property, they know around where they need to be, and they can just prove the concept when they show up. It's been real helpful. But it's those 57 yes and no questions which really identify what most investors are doing in the market around a certain price point home. And it's based on the deferred maintenance, which is kind of its unique feature compared to other estimating tools, is it takes into account how the house was treated and how that can actually affect the ballpark pricing. Paint and carpet, one house that was treated really well is going to be a different price than one that's really rough. And so it's just able to help identify some of those hidden costs that people that aren't as familiar, or even when you are familiar, you just don't always think about.
Yeah, because if you know your market well, and especially the price point that you're buying at, you're going to pay for it one way or another. You're going to pay for it on the front end or on the back end when you try to sell it, either due to price reductions or post-inspection, rehab requests. So knowing that up front just lets you be a little bit more proactive. And if not that you do it, and maybe you do wait, but knowing, because once you buy it, if you're going to flip it, like, you're in. There's no recovery on your cost basis. Like, you're in, unless you just rent it out. But if you're trying to flip it, you don't know those numbers, or you're off, or you get some of those mistakes, that's where those are not the fun ones.
Right. And to be honest, it's the number one thing I think an investor actually has to do, is be able to analyze a deal till they're comfortable with pulling the trigger quickly. That's really what I think investors need to get good at. They don't have to do better.
Quickly now, like, you don't get the deal. Like, you just don't get the deal. It's the market's insane. So in the last 60 seconds, what, as a consumer yourself, what app, like, in the last 12 months have you used that you didn't use before that's just, it's kind of been game changing for you? And it could be personally related, it could be business related.
Well, I mean, we've been using a few new tools you've probably seen online. We've been using some video editing tools that have helped us to put out some short videos, do some cool features, and really graphics that we hadn't been able to do before, making it more entertaining in a shorter period of time. I think that's really important for people. In a sense, we're trying to let the images and the testimonies really tell our story, so we're not having to say it from our own voice all the time. Yeah. And it's been great to use some tools. So I didn't have at the ready exactly what graphic tools, but if you just research some video editing tools, I mean, just more of the basic ones is what we've been doing, but using them to our advantage to make the videos shorter, smarter, more quippy, and really get attention. And then we boost them on social media. Mm-hmm. We boost those videos that we've taken that extra time on, and that's very helpful, because then we can reach a market we might not have been able to reach before.
Yeah. And so you're actually doing the boost, or are you doing like the Facebook ad?
We'll do a boost.
Okay. Look into the Facebook ads. Boost is definitely a quick fix. You're going to do like $10-$20 to reach a bigger audience, but definitely look into the actual Facebook ad. A couple extra steps, but the targeting and the data is going to be much more to your advantage versus refined. Letting Facebook.
And we have been looking at the numbers, so that's good to know. One thing that actually boosting just our page, we've noticed we've gotten a little bit more attraction even than just boosting a post as well.
Yeah, that's great. So I've been seeing some of your videos. I think they're the fast lane or something creative. I saw
on the fast track.
Yeah, on the fast track.
Yeah. I've definitely seen a huge uptick in your content over the last really 12 months.
Absolutely.
So it's definitely permeating through the social ecosystem.
Yeah. I mean, that's
All
how you
right,
reach out to
Roger.
these people during this time too.
Very true. Very true.
All right.
Appreciate
Well,
you guys
thank
very
you
much.
so
Thank
much,
you.
Elijah, for joining us.
We'll see you
We'll
soon.
talk again
Thanks.
soon. See ya.